and Joni for bringing up, getting a lot of people's attention. I see a bunch of people on their cell phones or on their laptops. I'm sure they're looking up Zynga prices and stuff, so thank you for painting the picture for them. All right, so let's take a step back from Zynga. Let's talk about what the industry is doing right now. If you look at the entire social gaming industry, the revenue from today to 2019, they're going to double up on their revenue. Firms are increasing. We're going up from 250,000 to approximately 800,000. With the increase in these firms, we're also seeing an increase in employers going up to about 2.1 million. Talking about the technology, it's getting better, greener, smaller, faster. We're shifting from the laptops to iPads, to iPhones, to smartphones, and even smarter phones. In addition, let's talk about the entire gaming industry. I'm taking into account at this time the video game consoles, or talking about social gaming, other computer games, and so forth. If you just pay attention to just the social side of it, social gaming experience. In 2015, I'm looking at about 30 million already. With social gaming on, we're bringing in about 7.9 billion, and mobile games about 22 billion, to a total of 30 billions. Next slide. So let's look at the financials. Let's look at what is Zynga doing. You know, Ray talked about how, yeah, we understand we're in the slump right now, but our trends are trending upwards based on the different products, the different mergers, the different games that we're introducing into the market. Joni talked about how we're actually using up, going into more of a virtual money perspective. So based on that, let's talk about what Zynga is doing as far as their profits. I'm looking at 2015. This is Q2 2015. As part of that, the profit, I see our profit margin, yes, it is down. It is negative at this time. But if you look at our revenues, we're still generating 752. One of the reasons for our profits being down is we're also reinvesting. We're also taking these steps to go ahead and buy new companies, mergers, acquisitions. Our total, our quarterly revenue growth as compared to our competitors, and I'm going to talk about this in the next slide. At this time, as compared to the industry, Zynga is at 31. Their growth is at 31% versus the industry at a 40%. So we're keeping neck to neck with the industry as a whole. Next slide, Joni. So the team, the executive team got together and did a pest analysis. We took into consideration the political aspect of things, technology, economics, and the social. So as Joni has already talked, this is a very competitive field. It is based on your internet-based, it's technology, it's really aggressive. One person can come into the market and just change the whole, that one person could be the game changer. So based on that, the industry, it's so fast-paced, it's very susceptible to threats, to litigations and lawsuits. It has high impacts from an economic perspective. It has a high impact on increasing global online spending. From a social perspective, I can bet that right now everyone in this room is actually part of some online social gaming in one way or the other. And based on that, you know, in addition to all of you guys, it's a big assumption. I understand that. But looking at all the amount of laptops and cell phones that you guys are on at this time, you know, I can make that assumption. So, in addition to that, I've already talked about technology, where the technology is going. It's booming, it's on the rise, and that has, with higher technology, people are coming into this market, and they're finding ways to defy this technology and come up with new designs. And that's why the impacts are pretty high. So in addition, we also as a team came together and tried to figure out and write down what are some of the forces that's going to come, and some of the forces that are going to be our rivals, or they're going to be our competitors, and so forth. So as far as I've already touched on product design and technology. It's really high. You know, technology is developing. As far as our suppliers, I know Sal made a really good point when he was talking about Twitter. That, you know, it's hard to keep people engaged. It's hard because every single day there is a new game coming out, and if myself, my team, or one of you guys are bored or tired of playing the same game, and you find something new, it's gonna change your interest towards that new game. So it's really hard to keep people engaged in this industry. Looking at our potential entrants, it's really strong. Like I said, small companies, or even as an individual, Ryan, what if he comes up with a game? And next thing you know, it's the next hot thing, and so he's taking over the market, or in the process of taking over the market. And finally, buyers. Customers want free. Don't you all like free? A freemium, right? So basically, it's what Zynga is doing at this point in time is either their products are free or they are low priced. Okay, let's touch on some of the competitors that Zynga has to deal with at this time. And Joni talked about them. Ray talked about how they are a couple tiers over Zynga at this time. But from a